X1.
Hello everybody, Reaper X1 here again, playing some Terra. This time it's version 0.6.3.1. I somehow missed the stable build in between and they jumped to another update out for the unstable build, so there might have been something wrong with the stable one. But anyway, as you can probably notice, there's been a few really good changes. The mission log is now not in the way as much. You can actually close it and just have this little corner piece telling you the current mission you're on. Your licenses, now you hover over them and then they show you what you got. I kind of like the option to have them open like the whole time if you want, but that might make it tricky because I usually try to record as I go through each license without, you're gonna have to hover over that every time. Well, on top of that, we got our money. It's now down at the bottom here, and if you have any other UI HUD kind of features like speedometer, altimeter, and I think they're talking about eventually having battery meter on the bottom here too, but I'm not sure about that. And you can notice the radars moved to the bottom corner, which is kind of nice, and our coordinates, they're now part of the radar, so that's pretty handy. And this is still all pretty much the same kind of layout, but they space these out a bit. This is just my inventory, so oh, that's different. You can zoom in and out while I scroll up and down. Okay, it doesn't actually differentiate between the two. So as you can tell, I've continued on with my last save. I was gonna just restart every time a new stable build come out, but I've restarted like 4 or 5 frickin' times last week, and I just want to get to the point where I can actually build a base. So I'm just gonna go and collect up some more blocks a bit, and then I'm gonna head to a grassland and start on a base that I think I might have enough blocks to build. At least get something started. Wow, that's really blowing up good. And hopefully kind of defended. Because if I'm not mistaken, the AI was supposed to get a pretty good rework. So it might even be working decent now. So I'm going to go check that out in a little bit. Hopefully it does. I haven't made a really good base with defenses, like turrets and that, in a long time. Could be interesting. Well, I thought I'd try and build a base up here again. And it turns out you can't. Won't let you attach to any of the anchored stuff. Oh, lost that one. So, I guess that's still off the table for now. I have to build from the ground up to do what I wanted to do. That's not very cool. I didn't want to do that. I wanted it all come down from the top. So it looks like these things aren't that great yet. You can drive up them though, as you can see. So I think I'm just going to go to a grassland, build a base. This is going to be like my refining processing base. It doesn't want to let me down that way? Alright, I can deal with that. I'll go this way. First step to doozy. Lost my resources. Get back here. That's a good one. Ain't willing to lose that one. But yeah, it didn't even hurt my tech falling off. Yeah, well, I gotta go find me a good spot. First invader in this new update. And this guy claiming to be perfection. But we're gonna just tune him in a wee bit here. Let's see how he makes out. That kind of cockiness usually gets a little bit of an ass whooping in my world. One thing to be confident, but to be cocky, it will haunt you. Use batteries, hold out. Oh, this went out. What are we looking at here? I thought I saw a cab under there. And thank you. Thank you kindly. Ooh, mobile delivery cannon. I didn't have one of those ones before. I was trying to use it, but it just kept screwing everything up. I was selling too much. I don't really want to rebuild this guy just yet. Because this guy might turn into my base guard. If that works, I don't know. We'll see when the time comes. Yeah, the other reason I don't really want to get rid of him just yet, he handles this kind of thing really well. You can see he just kind of takes it right to him. What was there, 5 there? They're not really attacking me very good, but that turret might do something. Yeah, it's firing pretty good. Got quite a few guns on it. Let's get who couldn't really see the whole name. Nihil Relax Gaming? I don't know, maybe I'm mispronouncing that. That's who made it. Yeah, but it's gonna get chewed up with one little drill, so sorry about your luck. Good idea. He held out a lot better than some of these mobile attacks. Still there. There. I was trying to salvage as much as I could, and I was trying to be easy on it, but sometimes those extra shots, they do a lot of finalizing damage. One hit too many kind of thing. Next thing you know, you got chain reaction, half the tech's gone, you don't know what the heck is left. It's like, dang it! Take it all to hell. Had a few moments like that. Lost a delivery cannon in one battle because of that. I didn't have one at the time, so yeah, that was a loss. Yeah, the fun of cleaning up. It's kind of neat though, I like watching the parts go in. Used to be a lot better, they'd pick up more. All of, like, it was a steady stream and a thicker stream of blocks going towards the thing. Yeah, that one's actually made a fair mess just for those guys. Yeah, I tell you, I've been having a real hard time remembering that my money and stuff and my speed's down below. And look at this guy. He's got to be like the biggest venture tech I've had so far. Or one of at least. And it's a plane. It ain't even doing nothing. It's stuck on a tree or it's barely shooting me once. That one shot. Look at that thing. Maybe would I shoot twice? Yeah. 2 shots and the poor bugger's done. If only he could have flown. Would have been neat to see when, well, coming eventually, we'll see them flying around, they'll be bombing us and stuff. Yeah, and I'm getting a lot of sumo techs still. They're very good block donators, but they don't really do much. There's a couple that are not really sumo techs, I don't think. They're more of, I don't know, they might have been made in the main game or the campaign. Wouldn't say for sure. I haven't really played in the sumo a whole lot, so I'm not too sure exactly what's allowed in the other leagues. So I've only played in the big leagues and only very little. Played enough to get me a championship once. I'm not sure if one of my guys is still on there or not as one of the top 4. I made another one, I think. But no, there wasn't many contests in it. And another little bunch of them. I love them. These guys, they were a little bigger size. I was hoping to get like a whole group that size, or, you know, even like those sizes. Those are alright. They don't have shields in that, so you need like 5 or 6 of those dudes to get a really good battle going. That guy, he's a good donator. Oh, don't blow him up. Don't hit him. I like those propellers. Oh, I don't know, they might not be worth as much now. All the prices got changed. It used to be 3,200 if you sold one of them. Now it's probably maybe 400. I can see it behind. Look at all the guys there. Yeah, this is something I've been working on here and there. I found a spot by one of the rock formations. Just little bits here and there. And since the silos aren't really working per se, or maybe now they are, I haven't really tried them too extensively in this update. But I figure a nice coily conveyor line, that's a good substitute for a silo. It holds more than 10. I think if I remember right, it has like 50 conveyor blocks roughly in each one of these. So yeah, it'll take a little longer for stuff to get up there, but this is meant to be like a processing kind of thing. So, you know, the little AI dudes, minions, delivering stuff, hopefully. Hopefully. Or maybe at least me just dropping stuff off. That might change my tech up. This tech I got now, like I think I've said there earlier, is gonna probably eventually be the guard, or one of the guards for around this base. If the save lasts that long anyway. I don't know. I need a lot more parts before this thing can get finished. Or a bunch of money. So I don't seem to be getting too many conveyors too fast, so I've had to buy, I think I bought about 100 of them at one point. Or, I don't know, I think it was like 10,000 bucks for the conveyors. And they're $88 a piece. Somewhere in that neighborhood. Well, that's why you got the money, eh? Well, I went and sold a bunch of stuff at the trading station, but yeah, I think it might look kind of cool too, have the resources going up, going around as they climb up to the top. And I was thinking of having loop, so they're constantly moving up around that. But this is going to be, yeah, I kind of went a little tall. Yeah, I do want it to be able to process stuff and make things and store stuff, and so what these are is each one of these is like my silo, so I can have a resource in each one of these. Now I don't have my refining part in yet. This is just like the storage part. I wanted to get it done first because everything else kinda goes around this. In this square part somewhere there, my refining, or my receiving and refining will be in there, is what I'm planning for right now. So you'll be able to drive in this little valley, drop stuff off. The refining and all that be, well, of course first, but real close, no big distance there. Simple loop or something, and then my refineries, and a lot of them. I plan on hopefully refining, I think, 30 things at a time, unless they can go fast enough to only need 15 or whatever. As far as alloys, I might try and work them in too. Use the foundry up a bit since it might be leaving the game, if it hasn't already. I think I got some. Yep, actually we got it open right there. At 25. So I don't know about fabricating yet. It'd all be manually, really. I'd have to switch all the switches and everything, so I haven't really figured out how I want to go about doing that. I got an idea, and I think it'd be the easiest one I can think of. Just a matter of working out the conveyor layout. And, well, I gotta get the roof on this puppy, or my top section. I don't know if it's gonna be much of a roof, but I'm not sure how I want this thing to look. It might just be a fair-sized base. I might not go and build nothing too extreme with it. By the time I get the side defenses and all that stuff done, this thing might be maxed out for one dimension of the build limit anyway. It'd be X or Y, it won't be Z. Vertically, that's 64 high is pretty tall. Kind of a pain in the nuts to get on top of it. Throw a tech up there and hope for the best. Fly up it. Well, that's alright, I don't mind flying up. I've had a tech or two where I had an elevator that you didn't have to fly up, but it was tricky to get on sometimes. There's a crane I'm working on. It might be a little tough to do anything but fly up if you want to land on it or you drive on it. Not sure why I'd really need to. Just to get up and see, up that high to see, I guess. But yeah, turrets are all kind of working. I had the one defend my base there, and one of my other little run-arounds while I was building, actually. Yeah, I just kind of show a little bit of each spot. I didn't really want to bore you showing you the entire build of this base. Okay, you know, we can all figure it out. Show like the leg for the silo substitute, the coiled conveyors, and then show the corners and just little ideas that are handy. This is more mainly for the turret. If anyone needs any ideas on turret design or whatever, if you have these blocks, it's pretty effective. Like I was saying, I watched one of these tear apart a small guy. He wasn't huge, but he tore him right apart like nothing. Just peeled his pieces. They look kind of neat too. Kind of got the idea from that other one that I ran into earlier, but then I just put my own combination of final touches onto it. It's like everything, change one thing and you get a different result. You never know until you do it. Yeah, I really like the flamethrowers. It's only been once or twice where I've had them not be a good choice of a weapon, just because of the situation. Yeah, I like these hailfires. They're fast tracking. They seem to hit fairly good. They're fast shooting, like the rate of fire, so that helps them in my books. Uzis are way faster, but they're taller. I wish they'd make them a little taller like they used to be, because you used to be able to put them behind a smaller gun like the 3-pound cannon or whatever and they would fire over it. But then they got the new model and they're too short now. They won't fire over top of the small guns in front. So I've kind of got away from using them a lot. I have a few situations that I really prefer using them. Sides and stuff like that. Because they do have quite a range of turning and all that. Tilt and all the angles. So they are pretty handy. It's just they need to be that little bit taller, just so you can, you know, you can stack them or layer them one behind another, and they can shoot around each other or over each other. Yeah, I think these turrets would work pretty good though. Like, they got their own little generating system. They got their batteries. They can recharge other Even got a little bit of offensive power at the back here now. Yeah, notice there, got it anchored. Have to figure that out. I don't know. I just don't like that one being higher. Yeah, right on. It's always the case. I put one higher, it messes up something down the road. Never fails. Yeah, one tech I was working on, I kind of had that happen on accident, and now when I try to fix it, just can't get her back to symmetrical. One of those things you gotta go back and start from scratch. But I think I got it covered up pretty convincingly, so I'm probably not gonna worry about it too much. And yeah, I kind of forgot my bubbles, my shield bubbles on the other ones. My whole idea with this base is I figure I probably don't really have to defend it too well, like with weaponry. Because these bubbles, they don't let nothing drive through them. The shields, so I'll just use that as long as I have hydro. And I think with the number of those geocore batteries I got on this puppy, I think that'd take a heck of a battle. And I do have something to shoot at them, so I think I'd be alright. I hope. I don't know, I leave for quite a while. I get a bad attacker, they could wipe me out. I did want this thing to be up on that rock formation. So there's some weirdness that goes on when you try and build on them. Gotta build way up taller than the actual level of them, but the anchor can actually be anchored to the textured surface. Yeah, this is just a little test firing, just to see what it looks like. They're a little like, I don't know, would that be twitchy or touchy? They don't really have like the fine swoop of like the turning. You get like increments. So I was trying to like do like a gentle, like, you know what I mean, like a smooth turn around. This guy, he just got screwed from the start, thrown in on his face. I really don't think he's going to recover too easily from that. He may have 4 or 5 megatons going after me, but he can make me do catwalks. You get fierce, do that wheelie deal, get the fire showing. But yeah, you kind of just get chipped apart. Those drills, I don't know. Can't go wrong with having them up front. All you gotta do is touch. He doesn't have the big bubbles, so I can get through his shield. He's dinging me up though. Trying to. It's just my batteries are good, and I think I'm actually taking advantage of a little bit of an exploit right now. But that's okay. Yeah, I figured I'd try and push him a little closer. Big move. That should do him. Didn't leave much left of him though. So he must have been a pretty good invader. Had to blow him up that bad. Yeah, I just had to try this too, just to make sure the trading station was still stuckable. It looks like it's still 10 each dot. So it should, the right things, as long as they're not too big and awkward, you should be able to get like 160 things in there still. Yeah, I figured I'd make my own little turret and have it sit here. And, well, put the SCU on and get this deal going on. It's a decoy. Well, the enemies will shoot at the black ball, and then they'll all just go away. They'll be turning around and give them time to target them. That's kind of neat. It seems to fix itself when you do that. Well, starts working again. Need my ball. My mystery cloud. Yeah, alright, what are we after here? Got a few of these dropping in on me. Trouble. And Hal. Well, should have come with more buddies. I know they say the buddy system, but you needed more of the buddy system. Only 2 of them, too. They want grade 5 for theirs. I thought that, you know, send like 10. Those little guys, send 10. And here, this is at least a little better. You got 4 of them, and they're a little bigger. And even these guys aren't going to last long. I'm not going to baby them just to save blocks. I'll just destroy them and deal with whatever I get left. They can't hurt me. I'm at least not losing parts. Not losing money repairing myself. I just don't gain money as fast, I guess. Look at all that. Just getting scattered and beat up and having to drive all over it. Here's my little, what's that? My tactical driving. Trying to dodge fire, trying to line up shot. Sometimes it's better just to stop, though. As long as you're pointing in the general direction. There's 2 more guys back there. At least they're far enough away I don't have to deal with them right away. Oh, look at that. That's a nice one. I like those. I think that's my reward for that one. Let's let that work for a bit. Oh. Sorry about it. It's been so freaking hot around here in the last, what, 3-4 days? Muggy as hell today. Crazy. Got my fan blown. Look at these guys. These are good ones. Good looking ones. See how much of a fight they put up. Oh. I guess I spoke a little soon. Kind of did his whole one side in. Oh, he's doing the 2 or one-sided driving for a bit. Oh, I ain't got no shield. Back up. Get out of there. Jesus. I was completely watching what he was doing, the other attack, and I wasn't paying attention to my own. Didn't even notice my shields go down. Gotta be careful with that nonsense. Get over there. Yeah, that's what I mean. I think I'm using that exploit. I got one resource thing going, and honestly, I think it's been on there for quite a while. But I think it did enough damage to him where I should be able to take him out the second visit. Oh, yeah. He's all over the place. These pieces of him falling for the next minute. Yeah. They got me a bit though. I think they're lucky. I just didn't realize my shields were that low and my batteries. Well, like any good battle, there's always a chance of a rebuild or a tune-up or some maintenance. And I've actually got this one down not too bad. I think I got my gun placement memorized a little bit. It's not that hard. Lasers, lasers, lasers. 2 megatons. Yeah, I guess I do use a few of those. Yeah, I'm getting a little more concerned that I should start trying to make some money. Because I went and sold a bunch of stuff. Like you can tell, I got 38,000 bucks now. But I really haven't made a lot of money. So I'm kind of thinking it might be time. Ship this guy off as a guard and make a new tech. So I think I got enough parts where I could probably make a new vehicle pretty easy. It's just a matter of getting to do it. But I think I'm going to end this video about here. So if you liked what you saw, throw some likes around. Head over to my channel and subscribe. That way you can see the latest videos that I got to offer. Or if you want, just head to the comments, even if it's just to say hello. I'd love to hear from all of you. So until next time, everybody, have a good one. Bye.